Thank you so much, Professor. Just would like to start with the presentation. Would like to share my screen. I hope this is visible to everyone.
Yes, yes. Yes, very good.
So first of all, I would like to congratulate all the organizers, participants in this SPI conference of economy and education. And I would also like to congratulate the speakers before me, uh, Professor Julia Simon, Aurelia, and Professor Maniram from Nepal. It's really a nice gathering of intellectuals, and I would like to thank my friend, Professor Mohammad Kristwan, for giving me this opportunity to speak on this
Okay,
wonderful
you're
topic.
welcome. Okay, you're welcome, Prof.
And as Professor Kistwan has already spoken to you, that we are in connection with each other from last 4.5 years, actually, when I organized my first international conference at Dr. Diva Patil B School. He was one of the keynote speaker, and then we collaborated for a lot of other conferences and journals, paper, and medical board members as well. As I have been asked to speak about the topic
Good
economic.
morning, Doc Atul, Kumar.
As I have been now asked to speak on the topic called economic issues in India by 2025. So it is always my privilege now to be here to discuss on this topic, which is having immense importance, economic issues in India 2025. As we all know, India as the world's fifth largest economy, and it has shown the resilience despite the global challenges, not despite the geopolitical issues, wars, situations in two part of the world. However, we have moved forward it, and we must confront and address the key economic concerns that will and that could impact our India's national growth. So here is the brief agenda. I would like to go through the next slide. So as far as India's economy is concerned, so India has seen robust economic growth in the past, but in 2025, we are witnessing a slowdown, especially post-pandemic efforts which have been made, and these actually challenged by the global economic uncertainties, inflationary pressures, and physical constraint as well. Still, our GDP growth was projected around 6%. It remains below because of maybe the it was just a pre-pandemic trajectory, and sectors such as manufacturing and real estate, these are struggling a lot in Indian economy, and these are the two, I will say, the major contributor for slowdown in the Indian economy. Okay, here is one of the slide which actually talking about. This is what would be the agenda, that how why this is slowdown or slowing the GDP growth, and liquidating deficits in banking sector is one of the challenge. Corporate earnings are going lower side. Unsecured lending risk is one of the challenge. Indebted power distribution utilities is one of the challenge. Global trade tensions are also one of the challenge. Water scarcity is one of the economic challenge. Regional economic disparities, especially in the area of SAARC and all, there is a lot of challenges. Then infrastructural deficiencies is one of the challenge. So we'll go one by one, and we can talk about especially this growth slowdown and GDP concerns. So this is one of the that inflation and rising cost of living is one of the major concern in India. Now, GDP growth is declining. Still we are fastest growing economy in the world, but it is slowing down. And post-pandemic recovery, lot of countries are struggling and facing challenges, but as far as Indian economy is concerned, the recovery is really slow. And there are a lot of impact of the global economic slowdown on India because now we are living in a globalized world, and that is why there is always an impact now on Indian economy as well. But the further we can discuss about the challenges or the concern related to unemployment and job market. No. So one of the biggest concern for the India today is unemployment because India is a country with more than 1.5 billion people, and its 50% population is below the age of 28 years. So it is actually now there is a huge youth, a large population is youth and willing to work. The employment is one of the concerns. So million of young graduates every year. Now they enter the workforce annually, but the job creation is not keeping the pace. This is one of the challenge. And rise the as far as my understanding is concerned, the rise of automation and artificial intelligence has further disrupted the traditional employment patterns after introduction of artificial intelligence, especially generative AI and now agentic AIs. Okay. These are killing lot of traditional jobs. So now the role of the government is very important. And I will not say that Indian government is not taking efforts. Their initiatives, especially Skill India and Digital India, are very appropriate and adaptive and time-bound initiatives going in the right direction. But especially we need greater industry participation to bridge this employability gap. Every day, whenever we open the newspaper or even we learn about the corporate world, lot of companies they are doing layoffs of the employees of their existing employees. One of the biggest firm in the India recently they have laid off more than 2,000 plus employees on a single day. This is again one of the concerns. So employment and job market challenges are always there in Indian economy. Apart from that, inflation and cost of living in India is also one of the concern. And in future also, it will be a concern. So inflation, as far as my understanding of this subject is concerned, inflation will remain a pressing concern for Indian household in time to come. Especially rising fuel and food prices have impacted every section of the society. And because that India is highly dependent on the fuels in certain countries in the world, and because of this geopolitics and world economic order and war situations in certain areas of the world, that fuel prices in India are higher side. As far as comparison is concerned, even within the SAARC countries, considering Nepal, Sri Lanka, maybe Bangladesh, Bhutan, and other countries, considering these countries, the fuel prices in India are a bit higher side. And still, I'm not saying that Reserve Bank of India is not taking efforts. They are taking efforts and they have implemented monetary policies to stabilize the inflations. And but still, there's a long way to go to control the inflation in the country. The external factors like supply chain disruptions and global energy prices continue to influence the Indian economy. as I have already discussed with you, supply chain disruptions because of the two wars which are going on in the world right away, Russia and Ukraine and Israel and Palestine. Due to that, a lot of supply chain disruptions are there, and at the same time, energy prices are also higher side because of these two external factors in the country. So inflation and cost of living is also one of the concern for Indian economy, especially in the year 2025. One of the another concern is income inequality and poverty in India. Okay. Indian government is taking so many efforts to bring the people from above the poverty line. And I will say that India has made a significant progress in poverty reductions. But being a country of more than 1.5 billion people in this world, uh, income equality persists and it will for time to come. So there is a saying in India that poor is becoming poorer and rich is becoming richer, and that is why this rich and poor divide is widening, and rural communities often or lag behind in the economic progress. There are a lot of social welfare schemes run by the government of India, and one of the best scheme is direct benefit transfers that helped a lot to bridge this gap. But still, a sustainable long-term approach is needed to ensure the equitable economic growth in this country. The other concern, one of the other concern is industrial and manufacturing challenge. Okay. The government's one of the key initiative, government India's one of the key initiative, Make in India or Make for the World. That initiative aimed to boost domestic manufacturing, but challenges still remains the same. Government of India's Skill India and Startup India concepts are also boosting, but again, the challenges are there. MSMEs sector in India, which contributes significantly to the economy, they are struggling with the high operational cost, limited credit access, and competitions from the global market. These are the three different, areas where the government can help them. I'm not saying that government is not helping, but their initiatives are still not contributing much to reduce the operational cost and access to the credit in order to compete with the global market. So reviewing the manufacturing sector is really critical to achieve the sustainable economic growth. As I said that the two of the major areas or the sectors which are struggling, and that is why Indian economy is actually going slow down and struggling. So one is manufacturing and other one is
Dia udah S.
real estate. Okay. The other concern in the Indian economy, that is agricultural sector concerns are always there. And we all know Indian economy is still a agricultural based economy. And India's agrarian economy still employs nearly half of its workforce. Okay. It is still giving the employment to almost half of the workforce, but farmers, they face a lot of challenges like erratic monsoons. In India, agricultural is highly dependent on the monsoons, and farmers, they always struggle to get their right minimum support price from the government, and that is why you might have heard that farmers protest in India for getting right sort of minimum support price from the government. Input cost is becoming higher side because of this inflation and operational cost